guys, Captain Duck video, and today, let's just simplify this in 4 quick words. How about those Chiefs? Yeah. Let's talk about them, shall we? This is a little bit late. I was at the game myself. Possibly next week too. That's in the question. But Texans, they decided to get the ball. They elect to receive the kickoff on the coin toss. They marched down and score. They had it 3rd and 1, I believe 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. They do a little trick play, blown coverage for days, and they have, I believe, Hopkins wide open, prancing down the sideline for the first touchdown of the divisional round. Chiefs get the ball, their first drive, 3 and out. Actually, it's a 3 and out, and I believe it's a blocked punt, returned for a touchdown. So all of a sudden you're thinking, we've got an upset alert already brewing in the first 10 minutes of the ball game. So it's 14-0. The Chiefs, they will get the ball. They punt. Houston gets the ball. They drive. They punt. But it was either Hardman or Hill. I think it was Hill. Muffed the punt, and then that was picked up by the Texans, and then 2 plays later, the Texans ran the score, and then all of a sudden, Arrowhead Stadium went quiet. It was peaceful. Hardly anything was said. Nothing but shock. Any other shock words you can use to describe the atmosphere at that time, that would be a good time to use it. But anyway, 21-0. Houston, a trip to the AFC title game on the line, a trip to have home field advantage for the AFC title game on the line. Everyone, including myself, doubted. Not quite sure everyone, but me and for sure me. I doubted the comeback. I doubted a comeback. I doubted a comeback. And I doubted a comeback. But the one thing I did remember me saying that is, we've got an MVP quarterback. Who's got 28 touchdown passes this season. I would trust him to come back in this game just like we trusted him during the Rams game a year ago in that 54-51 loss. Then we start seeing the comebacks from previous seasons, and we see comebacks from different other sports. Let's just come out with some facts here. 3 years ago, 2016 season opener in Kansas City against the Chargers, the Chiefs trailed, I believe, by 21, maybe even 24. It was one of the worst horrific starts to a Chiefs game I've ever watched. And I remember to the day, it was 21-0. I got up and walked outside and just stood outside for a solid 5 minutes. Didn't come back in. I did not come back in. 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs get a big play, about 30 to 45 yards. And you have football game again. 2 plays later, they score. It's 21-7, maybe 24-7. Well, they get a 3-and-out against the Chargers. Chiefs come back and they march down and score again. And you're thinking to yourself, we got a game. One of the largest comebacks in franchise history are brewing. Turns out that did happen. 31-24, I believe. 31-24. Chiefs win in the final overtime 3 years ago in 2016. Actually, 4 years ago in 2016. But let's fast forward to today. We pick it up 21-0. Everyone's wondering when will the momentum switch. When will it be the Chiefs' turn with the ball and the momentum? Well, folks, you're gonna get that. Trailing 21-0, the Chiefs get the ball. Right on that kickoff, this is what I think turned it around for the Chiefs. Michael Hardman racing down the sideline, weaving through traffic, crossing midfield, steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but he keeps going to the 25. They rule him back at the 40-yard line. The next play, they go a little quick slant, a little post slant to Kelsey on the sideline, right on the 20-yard line. 3 plays later, they punch it in for the end zone. Damian Williams, a touch pass bubble screen for about 7 yards out. And you're thinking, 2 possession, 3 possession ball game. That ensuing kickoff, Texans return it, fumble. Picked up by the Chiefs, right into the hands of the Chiefs player. Didn't even know he had it. He stopped midway through the side, halfway down the sideline. Stopped and went out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And you're thinking to yourself, they're 8 yards away from pulling within 2 scores and being back in this ball game for a chance in the AFC title game. Turns out they do that. It's 24-14, and we're only 5 minutes into the second quarter. The Chiefs have already scored 14 points in 2 minutes, in 53 seconds. Mahomes has already thrown 2 touchdown passes. 5 minutes into the second quarter. It's 24-14. Let's resume the play, shall we? Chiefs kick it off. Texans. This is actually kind of, I think, this happened probably a little bit earlier. But anyway, Texans get the ball. They get a 3-and-out until they decide to fake a punt. Therefore, the Chiefs held them, and back the other way we go. Chiefs, they score. And, boy, 142.2 decibels showed. It showed, it sounded, and everyone realized the Texans have just mounted the most greatest choke I've ever witnessed my entire life. If you follow the Royals, well, this reminds you of 2015, when the Royals were facing one elimination in the playoffs against Houston Astros, in the 8th inning. Keep the line moving, they said. A hit after a hit after a hit after a hit after a home run. The Royals were trailing, I believe, 5-1, maybe even 6-0. They had 1 out in that 8th inning. They come back and they win that game 9-6, going winning the World Series. Today, Chiefs, they're down 21-0 against the Houston team. Remember, the Royals, after 1 out, 90 feet away in the 2014 World Series, they turned around and won the World Series the next year. The Chiefs, a coin toss, a fraction from going to the Super Bowl last year Who knows? Will this be the year? There's a little pattern being followed here in Kansas City sports. I don't know, but the final score is 51-31. The Chiefs managed to have the largest comeback behind win in franchise history, 24 points. And ladies and gentlemen, Mahomes threw 5 touchdowns. Kelsey had 3 of them, and he was half hurt. Jones didn't even play. Chris Jones didn't even play. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you may not even realize this. The Chiefs, they went on a 51-7 run to win the game. A 51-7 run, and they won the football game. That is the most impressive thing I've ever seen my entire life. A 51-7 run to close out a football game. And the wackiest first half I've probably ever seen my entire life. That's what I call a football game. That's what it's all about in playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, it's never so good to say this, but who would have thought the 2 seed would get a home field advantage for the AFC Championship game again? For the first time in franchise history, this team is going to that title game back-to-back years. That has never happened. And they've hosting it back-to-back years. That's never happened. I'm speechless. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. Remember, it's a question if I'm going to the game, but hope I am. And I hope I witness a Super Bowl appearance. It's been 50 years. I wasn't even born yet. Obviously not. Obviously. Probably half of us weren't, about half of us weren't even born. I think it's time. It's time to get a new flag on top of the scoreboard. It's time to make an appearance. It's time to unleash. It's going to be the speed, it's going to be versus the power. And it's the AFC Championship game from Arrowhead Stadium. Predictions? How to beat the Titans? You gotta stop the run. What I saw from today, it started off a little shaky, I'm not gonna lie. It did start off a little shaky. But we did have to dust off some cobwebs. So I do have to give them that. Because that's the first game that they've played in a week, maybe even 2 for some of them. But you gotta get better. You gotta get better. Hardly any penalties, and that's what cost us the Week 6 game against the Texans. So, I don't know. I believe the Chiefs win. I do believe that. And who knows? At this point, I don't know. The Packers game is still going on. It's a 5-point game, 28-23. I haven't looked yet, though. 7 minutes left. Last time I looked. Look at a rematch Super Bowl 1. How cool would that be? But anyway, I'm Captain TD. This has been a journey that will continue to somehow find ways to continue the journey. Now, so long. The season's not over with. And I hope it doesn't end until February 2nd in Miami. Peace out, Chiefs Kingdom. And man, what a weekend of football. The 1 seed goes down, the 2 seed advances in dramatic fashion. Not to mention, peace out, go Chiefs, Chiefs Kingdom all the way, and yeah, let the celebration begin.